Test, test, test. There we go. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry, the microphone was donked again. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. But welcome in. It is Wednesday. We are doing the viewer suggestion today. We have quite a few suggestions this week, so I'm kind of excited to see how many we can get through. Probably hang out a little longer today than normal. Got a little bit of a late start. But we already had lunch, so we are good to go. Hope everybody's staying warm. It looks like it's getting warmer. It's almost springtime here, it feels like, so going outside, going for walks is nice again instead of being so cold. So damn cold. We are doing the viewer suggestion today, so I'm gonna warm up with the rugby, and then we're gonna. I think we have quite a few suggestions, so I'm kind of excited this week. Some really cool ones. So we're gonna try to get through as many of those as we can. I'll probably hang out a little longer than normal because we got a late start and I already got lunch done for the boy and I. So hopefully we'll be able to just hang out and doodle for a little bit before the boy loses his mind. Da, da, da. G-Moth La Laughing Cow? Mothe? How do I say your name? Welcome in. How are you doing? I like G-Moth. G-Moth's a cool name. Laughing Cow's pretty funny too, though. We're going to do a rugby warm-up here. I'm going to draw a little crab monster. I feel like this game is eventually going to be me just fighting hermit crabs. Which might not be a bad thing, but it is what it is. Okay. I don't even know how to say it. Fair enough. You know what? That's okay. People often hit me with the Rookzer when it's supposed to be Rookzer0, but with the 0 at the end, so. Technically, this is Rookzer0. Rookzer0, I guess. But from the age of the internet that I aspire from, you don't read numbers as numbers. That's just how it works. What up, kid? Trying to steal my shoes? Alright. I think that's a pretty good warm-up. I'm happy with that. Little fire crab, little rugby. Let's draw some stuff. For those of you who are new or do not know how this works, I have all the suggestions from the Monday community post saved on a little list. If you've not suggested something to the post this week, you're welcome to put one in the chat, and I'll add it to the list. We're going to roll some dice. The dice gods will decide what we draw today. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let's get that started. I do need a D20 today because I have so many, which is awesome. So like, great job, everybody. Remember to submit stuff this week. Downside to that, I gotta find a D20. I have one somewhere in this box. That'll work. Using a bright yellow D20. So here we go. A 10. Bonjour! I know who this is. big, scary, scarred werewolverine man. Barbarian berserker with huge claws. Nice. And a lumberjack shirt, huh? I'm just going straight up Wolverine. Alright. Alright. The dice gods have decided. We talked about Wolverines a little bit last week. And how they're just like flat badgers. Maybe I'll go really flat. Hashy Brown, hello. If you roll a natural 1, you have to draw a mayonnaise. Well, a 1 is actually a thing, and it's a really funny one, so I want to draw it. But We could do that if I roll a natural 20. How's that? Since I don't have 20 anymore. Or we'll draw mayonnaise if anybody gives us a super chat. How's that? We get super chats. We'll turn off the ads. I've discovered if I turn off the ads before the stream starts, YouTube gets mad at me and they don't promote the video. So if anybody does a super chat, I will turn off the ads, because then YouTube's bloodlust is satiated. Wolverines are terrifying. For those of you who don't know what mayonnaise is, don't worry about it. How beefy can we make this guy? That's the question. All right. Oops, what did I do? Have I drawn a badger? No, thank you for those. I was just looking for a good reference. They have more just like dark fur all around their face. Okay, big collar. Open chest. Okay. One of these. And we'll do this. I'll do that. There we go. That looks about right. Give him big old fur here. Does he look grumpy enough? I can't tell. It's pretty grumpy. I sometimes feel like Wolverine's claws are just too big for their own hands. Like when you look at pictures of them, they're just like... So it looks like they're trying to hold a bunch of knives, which I don't know. Wow. Okay, we're gonna do a ripped lumberjack shirt here. I mean, it's a lumberjack shirt different than a flannel shirt? I don't think they are. I think they're the same. Unless lumberjacks have a specific type of flannel shirt they wear. This looks like I'm drawing like try to be a realistic Knuckles. That's not what I'm supposed to. I feel like I made him too boofy, and he's not buff enough. He just looks squat. Oh well. Oh well. I do think a little more dark claw would help. This is a weird one. I like where it's going, but I kind of feel like I should start over. What do people think? It's funny. It's funny and I like it. But it's not buff enough, you know? It's just not buff enough. I think we gotta go buffer. Lumberjack flannels are typically heavier and thicker with brighter colors. Interesting. I like the head. The Knuckles-esque head is really funny, so we're gonna keep that. But we're gonna change the body type. I need to change my glasses. What's going on here? I'm so old. Kid, did you take my glasses? What's going on here? That's a conundrum. Where did my glasses go? One second, be right back. Kid, did you take my glasses? No? Huh. Seem to have lost my glasses. That is not good. I wonder where they can go. I must have put them somewhere. I must have put them somewhere. Did I put them in the glasses case? That would be... No. That'd be too smart. I feel like I... Okay. Well, we're gonna have to find those eventually. I kind of need those to see and stuff, but... I don't need them right now. I should be using them right now, but I don't need them right now. Let's draw this buff. Let's draw this buff Wolverine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a new layer and put it underneath. I'm going to do something like this. I think this will help. We're going to like incredibly Hulk this guy. That's the plan. Kid, what's up? You're already watching the show. You can't yell at me to watch the show that you're already watching. That doesn't make any sense. Oh. The kid is also scared of horses. Is what I've discovered. Whenever they have horses on the TV, he's just like, I don't like this. I don't like these at all. Must be genetic. Hey, I found my glasses. They were just on the floor. Like, that's weird, because I swear I looked there. Oh, these are so dirty. I think the kid had them. I'm betting the kid brought them. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that was an adventure. Sorry, everybody. That was... Okay. Glasses acquired. Gonna find them a training potty next month. The kid or the badger? Sorry. What are we talking about now? The glasses? Oh yeah. Do, 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 do. I should wear flannel more. I live in Seattle. It's like it's a go-to. And I do like chopping wood. Which reminds me, I need to go chop more wood. They burned through it all. It is getting warmer though, so I don't know how much more I'm going to need, but I might as well chop it all up, you know. Get it all going. Burning, welcome in. Is flannel not the state uniform? You know, recently, I don't know. We just won the Super Bowl, so now it's just Seahawks stuff. Welcome in, by the way. Hope we're doing well. This guy definitely feels bigger now, which is good. Flannel's got some weird, like, requirements for patterning. I don't remember what they are. So we're just going to do a double cross, which might be a gingham instead of a flannel. I'm not sure. This guy got big old real fast, which is great. It does make me think of, like, what if Knuckles was Wolverine instead of a kid? Oh my god, what happens with that actually in the Sonic universe? Like, are all the animals the same size, or would a I guess Big the cat is huge, and he's a cat, so would that make a badger like massive? Oh boy, Seahawks colored flannel solves both problems. Actually, make 20s. Yeah, nice. I hope you're enjoying your new job. Big move. Good job. Congratulations. Hope it's going well. Been what, month now? 2 months? Sticks the badger? Oh, lordy. That is a normal-sized badger. All right. That answered my question. All right, moving on. I feel like he needs a cigar, which is like, I don't know, against terms of service, but whatever. Somebody feel free to submit super chats so YouTube can get off my butt. This is a silly one, but I like it. Okay. Big old Wolverine boy. Let's save this out. I need to save all these out real quick. Hold on. We are 9 rugbies into this year. Doing great so far. Wolverine. There we go. Wolverine is one of my favorites, which probably is true for a lot of people when I was a kid. Wolverine, Spider-Man. Those are my jams. Gambit was pretty cool too. Gambit's hard to be mad at. Alright, rolling dice. Here we go. Natural 1. That solved the problem. See, hash browns, when you talk about it, it just it makes itself happen. So number 1 is 3 demi-liches in a trench coat, which I think is really funny. So we're gonna do that. Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is a good one. Yeah. Nightcrawler was a good choice. Iceman was my favorite for a long, long time, but like there's just not a lot of content for him. And then when he came out in the movies, he was kind of a meh. So I got mad about it. Iceman's pretty dope. I think it was Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iceman. Those was probably my 3 jams. Okay. 3 demi-liches in a coat. For those of you who don't know what a demi-lich is, a demi-lich is a skull, floating skull. So I'll probably do something like this. Try to get some good skull shapes here. I always think it's funny that demi-liches are actually higher level than liches, because they are demi, but I think they're demi because they're only the head. I don't need a body. Nah. This one we might have to change. Can a demi-lich just polymorph their skull into a person? I've always wondered this, because like it seems weird to me that liches, being all-powerful arcanists, arcanist? Yeah, that's a weird way to pronounce that. Don't have access to polymorph. And if they do, why do they look like shit all the time? Maybe they don't care, I guess? Don't want to waste the... Spell slots are, I think, an adventure thing that I think is not thought about enough. Adventurers just burn spells like madmen, but I don't think normal people would do that. I think we need to talk about that a little bit more. William, welcome in. A new year. How are you doing? Remember me, Sir Bones? Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, nice. Welcome back. How are you after all this time? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. We're trying to get back into the streaming scene. Twitch has been inaccessible to me lately. Got the kiddo to take care of, so it's been a fun couple of years here. Trying to get YouTube back up and kicking after taking some time off. I say I take time off, but really I just like slowed down. Getting back into commissions again, which is great. What are you doing these days? I don't see you've been on a while since I've been since 2005. God bloody. Yeah, it gets away real fast, doesn't it? Yeah, no, I've got a tiny minion I have to take care of now. Working on commissions for a card game, which is kind of cool. They really like my stuff. I'm having a lot of fun doing that. I don't know how much I'm supposed to not or talk about that. I'm allowed to share a lot of the stuff, so I've been sharing that with the Patreon members and things. But for the most part, I don't stream a lot of it. I should start streaming on Twitch every day if I can, but the kid is demanding, and I don't like making him hang out by himself so much. I suppose that's like muscles. If you burn them all working with failure, most people need a few days to recover. Kind of. My part of it is like the material components, right? Like, I'm supposed to keep people from using spells all the time, but like most of the time we ignore that as players, right? But I think spells should be more effort based. So like casting a level 7 spell or above should be a pain in the ass, right? Like, it should be hard to do. And the adventurers are kind of willy-nilly and really, really powerful for being able to do it. I think that's what cool to look at. Yeah. How have you been? I know, I got a lot of people started following me during the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. and then everyone had to go back to work, and like, that's a legitimate thing. So yeah. I had a lot of viewers and stuff like show up and then disappear and then come back and then disappear again. But it's been a long fun journey for YouTube. We got some new viewers now that are hanging around, which is great. Yeah. I kind of want to put one of the skulls in the cuff. I think that'll work. I think that'll do pretty good. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I got these big block values here. This arm's just going to be flopping. There's nothing going on there. We're going to do this. And then we're going to kick the opacity down. Start a new layer. And then we're going to go back in here and actually draw it. It's going to be great. Oh! Message got redacted. Missed it. Spell slots are like ammo. They're bullets you load into a slot. You just have to... I mean, that's kind of what your preparation is every day, right? Like, you're supposed to be preparing everything you need to cast the spell. But I'm a big fan of, like, the vanity of wizards, though. I feel like they would spend spell slots every day, just like putting on makeup or something. Just like, oh yes, no, this spell makes me not look like I'm 150 years old. So I think that's a legitimate thing. There are also some spells that work specifically for making undead not look undead. I feel like liches should have that down pat. You know, cast that on permanency or something. And again, maybe they don't care. Maybe they just don't care. Maybe I'm the vain one. Cover up your bones, you perv! Briefly thought about going fully into the streaming during the tour as well. I think I spent some time working on art after lunch. Nice. It's scary to me, like, whenever I had to go, especially when I went to university, like, I started working there at the university, and all of a sudden it's like, I haven't drawn anything in months. Like, it sneaks up on you real fast. Which is why it's important for me to do, like, the daily sketchbook I have. It's like, I have to keep that, or I feel like I'm losing my mind. So, yeah, it was fun. It was fun having a whole bunch of streamers together. I remember that burning. But it does not always pay the bills. And by not always, I mean most of the time. So everybody's got to do their thing. I could start streaming really late. Maybe I'll start doing that again. I've been working on the game so much, which is good, because I want to get that. Oh yeah, I'm working on a game. That was the other thing, really. Working on team-based tower defense game, which is going well. I should have, hopefully, have that. I've been saying I'm going to have it up for a month for people to play, but I could push a version of it for people to play if they'd like to try it out. They'll just have to talk to me about it after the stream. But hopefully I'll get that up on Steam here soon, so people can play test it and give me feedback. And I've got the base mechanics and stuff built down, and now I just have to start building stuff for it and talk to people about like what they think would be fun and things like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I said I wanted to have that done by end of year last year, and I almost there. I almost met my deadline. About a month and a half off, it looks like, from what I thought it would be, which isn't too bad for, you know, trying to figure it out. But life is a thing. I think I need to put some we need to put some like runes or something on these guys to make them actually look like demi-liches. I think they need gems in their eyes too. I think that's a demi-lich requirement. So we'll do that. Shoot a green? What do we think? What's a good color for demi-lich eyeballs? Let's do some red. Red's fun. Babysitting at home, my little cousin. They are the youngest in the family. I'm the oldest. Got everything from my grandparents the same mind, but I have the face and body of my mom's dad. It's definitely like, once you start having kids, like looking about like, oh, that's weird. I look exactly like my aunt, or it's a very common thing, I think, seeing how the genetic dice roll. What up, kid? Need a drink? You look like you need some milk. Here you go. Hey. You know? What do you think? It's just water. No? Alright. Ah. How old is the kid? Remember hearing the baby? Yeah. Almost 2. We'll go almost 2. I think that's specific enough for the internet. I keep forgetting that he's almost 2. Like that's the weirdest part. Is like sometimes he feels much older than that, and sometimes he feels too like. Why can't he talk in full sentences yet? Oh, right, because he's fucking 2. It's fine. He sneaks up on you. Speaking of which, I might be taking some time off around his birthday to go out of town, so that might be a thing. I guess my birthday's coming up, too. Oh, my. The world is just advancing, and I don't know what to do about it. Sneaks up on you. Getting old. My blood pressure's back to being good, which is great. Diet and exercise actually does work, which is annoying. Things we've learned this year. Flossing, good. Exercise and diet, also good. Shoo dang. Shoo dang. Okay, there is our demi-lich. I want to give him some. I'm gonna give him some cool tattoo stuff. I feel like that's required for a demi-lich. You gotta get. Gotta carve off the skull. There we go. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that one. My goodness, congratulations. Yeah, thank you. It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. He loves to draw, which is great. And I can sometimes distract him with drawing, but that also means that he wants to draw on everything. And several times I've had to erase marker from my monitor. So, parenting. I'm excited for him to play D&D, if he ever does, but we'll see. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo. Is my screen crooked, or is my brain broken? What? How did I do that? Is that a thing? Oh my god, it is. Okay. There we go. My screen was indeed crooked. Who knew? Who knew? Rolling dice. Here we go. Alright, so Hashi Brown wants Mayo Nenes on a natural 20. So that's noted. I have 16 left. I'm just going to roll the d20. If it's not a 20 or a 16, I'll reroll. So we'll go from there. Natural 1 again. Okay, having a bad day apparently. But not for the people that suggestions are number 1 right now. I'm innovating my house, which would be like an example of Batman's house, very large house. Let's say it's 1940s. Innovating? Renovating? Do you mean renovating your house? A fat, sassy kobold paladin sorcerer who is obsessed with shiny buttons. Fat, sassy kobold, huh? Whoops. We'll merge that down. Put him over here. Brah. Okay, fat, sassy kobold. Fat, sassy kobold. I can draw a chunky kobold. That's a thing I can do, right? There was no... Was there a fat, sassy kobold? Did that have a class? Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I think I just erased it completely. Oops. What did I say? Sassy is Bard. Could be. Bard's not bad. Let's do it green. They did say fat and sassy, not thick, so maybe I should be careful about how I draw this. I gotta find a good shape. Gotta find a good kobold shape. Just like do a keg. Wait. There we go. That's pretty good. I have a fat kobold somewhere. Where's that sticker? I thought I heard paladin or sorcerer in the class. Paladin sounds familiar. Maybe I'll just give him armor. I don't want to read Brood, but there are crazy ones. I had a little heart attack because I have collections of old things like medieval armor. Oh, hold on a second. I missed something. He tells me one of my little cousins once they had sleeping before going to sleep. I gave them some colors and they drew. Nice. Okay. Once I started a little hard to. Fat Sassy Kobold Paladin Sorcerer. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have had to like child-proof my house several times because the first time you do it, you're like, yeah, that'll work, and then like 2 months later, they've disabled all of your protections. And so anything that is important that you love needs to just not be visible. That's what I've learned about being a parent. You have to hide everything you love. How can I make this look sassier? I made this look derpy because I draw derpy kobolds. What does make one sassy? Maybe I do need to be more hippie. We could do a kind of a maybe not thick, but like let's see if we can do this. Look at that, cats riding motorbikes. Little chunky tail. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can get them some armor here. What would make somebody a sorcerer? If you're a paladin already, like, I think you're leaning towards warlock anyways. But sorcerer is more internalized, right? Maybe he's on fire. Maybe he's got a head's just on fire. Arms out, wrists up. Yeah. What up? The Beast, welcome in. How are you today? We're drawing a Sassy Kobold right now. We are doing the viewer suggestion. If anybody has not put their suggestion on the list, please feel free to do so. Just big eyelashes. That's what makes them sassy. Some sassy eyelashes. It's good practice to hide secure, dangerous things. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. The amount of times that the child has just like walked up to me with something pseudo dangerous. It's just like, where did you find that? Like, where? And if it's a bard, yeah, not a bard, it's a sorcerer. So we need to. I'm thinking we're doing cudgel. I think we're gonna do like a big old cudgel that may or may not be some kind of magical wand. Maybe big old mitts, big old iron gauntlets. That's kind of sassy too. I like this. I don't know where this is going, but I'm having fun with it, and that's all that matters. Maybe make some foam, form of energy emanating from the sorcerer. Yeah. For the sorcerer, I would definitely like. I like doing tattoos. I like doing like elemental stuff. So we're gonna make the horns. We'll do that. Something like that. Something like that, like that. This should be a paddle. We're just gonna make it a paddle because I think that's funny. Just a big oar. Talk back, that's paddling. Welcome in, Jordan, by the way. I don't know if I said that earlier. Welcome in. The ones that really make me upset with the kiddo is like he'll find like permanent markers or pens or something that somebody left somewhere in the house or was hidden under the couch, and then I'll turn around and he's just like drawing on the walls. It's like, oh, dang it. Or he'll open it up and draw all over himself with a permanent marker. He did that once. That was pretty funny. He had squiggly marks all over his legs for days. I don't know what I'm drawing. I don't know what I'm doing now. Losing my mind. You ready for that drink, kid? No. Yeah, you need a drink? Okay. Here, get you a drink. Oh, watch your foot. In the last week, the kid has learned how to open the little like drink fridge we have, and that's frustrating because he decided, oh, I'm going to take all these out, and then he turned the temperature all the way down, and then put a soda in the freezer, so it just exploded while I was sitting here in the living room, and just heard poof, the fridge door pops open. It's like, oh, cool. Yeah, kids are a joy, full of surprises. Over here. No problem. Welcome in. You missed the sassy fat kobold. I'm done with it now. I drew it on the wrong layer, so I'm gonna have to fix that real quick. Let me save this out and we'll move on to the next one. How are you doing today, Dave? I swear you changed the name. Did it always say Dave? I swear it used to say David. I could be totally wrong though. It's always a question of, is my memory bad or were my eyes bad before? That's the question. Okay, put that up there. Roll some dice. Here we go. No eyelashes or fierce? Yeah. Once they had taken the helmet of a whole Crusader armor, only the helmets of the plate. Gotcha. That's funny. Yeah. It's always Dave, but I go by every iteration. Probably where the confusion comes from. That could be. Yeah, my glasses must just be shit. I mean, I've got new glasses. It's easier to see now, so that's good. But 18. Rerolling. 6. Badger Cowboy, my beloved. Oh, I think that was someone responding to the responding to one of the images. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. Noel Wizard with much too small spellbook and spectacles. Okay, that's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good one. That's some fun shapes that I just accidentally made. I like it. Should the spectacles also be too small? I feel like that's appropriate. Maybe they stole... I think we've drawn this character before. But maybe not this exact one. I think last time we did it, it was a Knoll who stole a spellbook from a wizard. An undead flying tiefling with their horns shaped like a crow. Flying out of a shark's mouth? That might be too many things, but we can definitely draw the tiefling. I will put it on the list. It's a bit of a bush road, and you look kind of like a go on city fellow. Bluey, man, go watch Bluey. It's great. Not a sponsor. Bluey, if you want to sponsor me, let me know. I need to get my life together. Now this is an adventuring party, yeah. Counter-dimensional images of those paint over existing paintings YouTube videos, but the artist does it with the tiefling on a virtual Jaws posters. Exactly. Yeah, that sounds about right. Kid, please go sit down. You don't need to be trying to climb the bookshelves. I really wanted to do that for one of my sculpture projects. Paint over like found paintings. Because it's fun. It's fun to do that, but the thrift stores in my area did not have any good paintings, so I didn't do it. I did buy one though. Found one that someone already done. What should we do here? I like baggy clothes on the shoulders. Maybe he keeps the skull of the gnome he took the books from as a souvenir. I do like the idea of like finding gnomes, not gnomes, finding giants and gnolls and other kind of like cannibalistic isn't the right word, but like there's no reason they wouldn't keep some of the stuff that these adventures they eat have. Like you fight a giant picking its teeth with a staff of necromancy. Looters is the term. Looters be the... I mean, yeah, that makes sense too. There's a really old, I think it's Penny Arcade comic about, it was a World of Warcraft joke. Someone making the comment of like, why the hell would there be a scroll of wolf kebabs on a wolf? That doesn't make any sense. Because that's where you find the scroll for some of the cooking recipes in WoW. Like if you kill a wolf, you find the wolf kebab recipe. I think the idea is that like you kill the wolf, you find the meat, you figure out you can make something out of it. So they give you the recipe. But the comic made a lure too. The guy like, hey guys, check out my new wolf kebab recipe, and then there's just an angry wolf behind him. So I think that's one thing, right? Like a giant having a giant slaying sword can kind of make sense because they killed somebody that tried to kill them with it. But I like the idea of finding like really weird, powerful things on people who don't know what they are. I think that's the fun way to do it. Is that Krampus? This is not a Krampus, but there are definitely... We drew Krampus last Christmas, so... I think? No, I drew the Mary Lod last Christmas. Krampus was the year before that. Or the year before that, I don't know. Sexy Krampus is there somewhere. People would like a sexy Krampus sticker, please let me know. I think that fulfills the criteria. We're going to keep on keeping on because I want to get through a bunch of these today. It is already 12 o'clock, so we're burning daylight. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do one or two more. If we don't get into the day, because we have so many, we're going to do more on Friday, so don't feel too bad. If you did suggest something today or you want to suggest something today, once again, we'll save it over for Friday. So put this on the list. Discord draw. I am posting all of these in the Discord. If people want to check that out, you're very welcome to. Apparently Discord's changing its terms of service and people are upset about it, and we'll figure out what that means for the future. I might start posting these on YouTube too. Something else that I thought would be kind of fun. I was listening to a Star Talk, and Neil deGrasse Tyson said he used to do column where people just wrote in and asking questions, which I think is great. I think that's fun, and I think I would like to do something like that. Doesn't mean it's going to be science-based, but I feel like people could kind of ask me whatever about art, D&D, life, or science, and I could try to answer it the best I could. I don't know what the best format for that is, because I could put it on the YouTube community post, or I could put it somewhere on a website, or leave it on the Discord. Either way would be fine. But I think that would be a lot of fun. Crazy powerful staff, like this ogre is beating people with. Yeah. What was the... I don't think in our game anybody took the lance. Maybe somebody did. But there was a demon that had a random lance and no one wanted to touch it. The other party of people I'm running through it did take it and just held it for months. Like, they haven't looked at it. And then someone finally looked at it and they were like, holy crap, this is amazing. It's like, yeah, it is. So I've been having a lot of fun hiding random stuff in my games. A possum barbarian whose main weapon is a broom. That's great. I dig that. Let's draw a possum. None of us had any use for a lance, so we just left it, yeah. It was a pretty sweet lance. It summoned a horse for you and gave you a free charge. Pretty great. And if anybody uses it without a horse, they get picked up by a spectral unicorn and launched into combat. What was it supposed to be? Barbarian. Okay. Barbarian with a broom. I don't think anything that can replace Discord yet, so doubt much will change. Yeah, like the shift from Skype to Discord was pretty rough. Like people struggled to do it. And like before that, it was what Vent. Vent was terrible. I mean, it worked. It worked, and it was amazing for the fact that it was the only thing that existed. But yeah, Skype was functional and hot garbage, and now Discord's great. And it amazed me when, like, back talking about the Backstreet Boys reunion tour again, like, it was funny to me how many people were struggling to have some kind of Zoom meeting when it's like, you guys should just set up a Discord server for your team and do that, because all the gamers have been doing that for years, and it's great. And yeah, and now they do, and now it has ads on it and shit. So who knows? It's always something. A YouTube post can be used to gather questions via comments. You could sort through them and answer it at your discretion. Posts can be cross-shared with other platforms. Yeah, I might do that. I might try that. Maybe we'll start doing it with... I'll do 2 posts. One on Monday for the character, one on Tuesday. Maybe I could just do the same one. Submit your character or a question, or both. And then I'll try to answer them on the live streams. And we'll go from there. But it might be fun to also do that as a... as a video, like a video format of like, hey, it's, you know, our once a month viewer questionnaire. That could be fun, kind of fun. And then I could do that with Druid and Corvus kind of at our leisure instead of having to do it live. Once they had written all over their bodies, just scribbled my face, I had to take the alcohol to clean myself and it burned. Yeah. Yep, I've been there. At one point in time, I just, my hand was dyed purple for a little while. What do possums look like? Oh, yeah. in the wrong spot. Possums have weird eyeballs. There's someone that draws possums on Instagram that I love. Is it? It might be the same person that draws the raccoon. I'm not sure. Schmo? Is it Schmosh? Smoosh? Something like that? I've been drawing a lot more of just like dumb furry animals lately, and I think I might enjoy doing that more than I thought I did. I might have to do that. I also found a bunch of old, like all the kobolds I drew for the animations and stuff. That was fun. I miss doing that kind of like off the cuff, like baby otter sketches, but that was more of a Twitch thing when I had the time. So I'll have to wait till the kid goes to daycare or something in a billion years. He's a barbarian, so we gotta give him a helmet. True D&D fashion. That's what I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting the eye patches. There we go. This is pretty good. I don't know how many predators I found with Discord, but there's a lot of them. Yeah, we've been pretty good. I hope we've been pretty good about getting rid of the bots and getting rid of kind of the inappropriate people. And that was something that surprised me about some of my cousins have kids too, and they were talking to me about they're older, them like navigating Roblox and Minecraft and things like that. And I'm like, those are all fine as long as you're playing with them and like doing that. And they're like, what? And then I realized that like most parents don't do that. Most parents don't play video games. Most parents don't hang out with their kids and directly like consume what they're consuming. And so yeah, that's scary. And there was another good Star Talk about Discord being. I never thought of Discord being social media, but it is, because a lot of people go to Discord to find communities, which we've created one. But I've always just used Discord as a means to like directly talk to people. And that's a different way to think about it. So it's like, yeah, don't let people use Discord until they're 17. It's like, oh, that's a hot take, but also maybe not a bad idea. So we'll see how that goes. The Wild West of using the internet was kind of where I grew up, so I had to figure all that stuff out myself along the way. Alright, we need a broom. I'm trying to think of like I hope the content moderation gets better and better, like regardless of where people hang out and what people do. Like we've had some weird situations in the Discord that we've had to deal with as mods, and I think overall Discord's been pretty good handling it in my mind, but that's only in relation to like several games I've played where they just completely ignore people. Parents need to parent and not expect the TV or internet to do that much for them. It's not the place to be used to be. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but also like the place it used to be was pretty bad. I think the latchkey kids and the what's before millennials. Millennials had it a little rough, but like, God, there was a lot of TV shows I probably shouldn't have watched as a kid. Lots of movies. Had a free reign of the internet with no moderation because my parents didn't know enough about the internet to moderate it. And I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of like trial by fire, but also like that's very dangerous and rough, and I don't want that to happen, you know. So the internet is a horrible, shitty place that teach your kids about it as soon as possible. Gen X was before millennials. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole lot of like memes out there about Gen X just being like, oh yeah, no, we're just they're super tough because the world sucked. There was no one there to protect us from it. It's like, yeah, that's about right. That feels about right. Gen X was there as the world started burning, and then the millennials had to deal with the charred ashes and everything. Do possums have weird little hands? I feel like they have weird little hands. I remember getting most of my water directly from the hose in the yard. I definitely grew up with the hose water. Less centralized, so Savvy created a whitelist. It was relatively. I had to do a lot of I learned a lot of. Our school had a really strict content mediation, so like you couldn't really access many things in the library, and so I had to figure out how to get past all those firewalls. And like, had I done that now in this day and age, I probably would have gotten kicked out of school. But like, no one at the school knew what the hell was going on or how to do it. So dangerous world we lived in. The things I did growing up could not exist these days because it's weird. I remember my cousins throwing a fit because the school policy changed that you could no longer bring your hunting rifles. You couldn't leave them in your truck during school, and my cousins got real mad about that. I was like, yeah. Possum. The world is different, and that's okay. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum. Possum Barbarian, done. Alright, let's do one more. I think we can do it. Dun, da, da, da. Hose water was great. I mean, it's still good. The hose water didn't go away. It's not like, drink your hose water. Damn it, I just rolled a natural 20. Okay, so we're gonna for those of you who were not here earlier, I told Hashi Brown that I would draw mayonnaise if we rolled a natural 20, which I just did. So we will do that. For those of you who do not know who mayonnaise is the Lord God of Slaughter, and they are a unicorn centaur undead thing. If you want the hose water, you gotta go outside. I guess so. My hose water and my bathtub water are the same. They're attached to the same pipe. So the only difference is the actual hose, which could be full of spiders. So yeah, I don't think I'll let my kid ever play Roblox. We're good. Roblox and Fortnite, maybe Fortnite. Like, hopefully it'll be dead by the time that's a thing. I also have a really weird stance with video games in general. Like, When I play World of Warcraft, I always start my own guild and then kick everybody out of it. Like, there's a bunch of different ways you can make your own guild, so I would always do that until it was just me. And like, then if Jump Rope joined, then I'd add her to the guild, and if anyone else, my friends wanted to play with me, I'd add them to the guild. But it would just be us. That's it. And so like, same thing with Minecraft. Like, I don't play on public servers of Minecraft ever. It's always a personal thing, and I'll play with friends. But I have a large friend group that does that, so it's different. It's definitely different for me. I don't have to deal with the kind of open world of internet gaming. When I played games like Call of Duty and stuff back in the day, or Halo, I usually muted the other people playing because I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with other people. So, in the game I'm making right now, I haven't even thought about lobbies. I've only thought about like inviting your friends to play, so maybe I gotta think about that in the near future. That's gotta be part of the Steam API, right? I'll have to look into that. So I assume people will want to do lobby games. There's an ongoing joke on our stream that I hate horses, which is not true. Horses are great, but they terrify me in a way that I don't appreciate. I think horses are one of the most eldritch creatures that exist in our universe, second only to maybe rabbits. So that's a thing. Praise the mayonnaise. Yeah, we used to have a cult of mayonnaise for a while. But then the cult word started maybe not making a lot of sense with the red hats, so we got rid of it. Don't make cults. That's all I'm saying. We don't need any more cults. Yeah, William, I don't know if this is the correct forum to be talking about this stuff on YouTube. It sucks. That's bad. Like, not great, period. Like, Roblox needs to be moderated better, for sure. But I don't know if the discussion of this topic is appropriate for the YouTube channel. But yeah, fuck Roblox. Get your shit together. Moderate your people. That's actually an interesting... I'm going to have to look into stuff like that now that I'm thinking about it. If I want to start making games. If I'm going to let people talk to each other. If maybe I don't. Maybe you just don't let there be peer-to-peer actual communications. The emote system works pretty well, but I feel like in-game chat is also something I'm like not interested in at all. It's like, I'm going to use Discord and that is it, please. Thank you. So I always have to turn off all in-game chat. But once again, that doesn't work for like online host play, right? I saw a Reddit thread discussing about how Marie Curie's journals are the most eldritch thing in our universe. I mean, they are radioactive, so maybe we should look that up. Like cursed books that hold the secret of material universe, but it would read them, your flesh would slowly melt off your body. That's a good way to look at it, yeah. That's kind of interesting. There was another one. What was it? Shoot. Someone had described the kind of the same thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. I thought that was kind of neat. It might have been on a Star Talk. They might have been talking about like just eldritch weird shit. I do still love the idea that cookbooks are all spells. That's a funny one. I think is in that same vein. Just like, oh, it's just a cookbook. It's like, no. It's a spell book. There's a TikTok I used for one of my shorts that was talking about that. You're telling me you take dead animals and spices and herbs and throw them into a cauldron and boil them, and that's not magic? I should cook with a cauldron more, right? I mean, like, I love my cast iron, but I don't own a cauldron. Do a cauldron have to have a feet? Because, like, a Dutch oven is essentially a cauldron that can be sands or sands with or without little feeties. Because the feeties are for the coals and or charcoal. But yeah. If cookbooks are spell books, does that mean that modern wizards have to scroll through hundreds of ads to listen to someone tell a story? I hate that so much. Like, every time I look for a recipe online, it's just like, where's the jump to recipe button? Please, please, where is it? I need it right now. I freaking hate. Like, I just want the recipe, man. That's all I want. It's fine, put an ad there, but like, recipe. Yeah. My boomerang supplies are plentiful. Sorry, Bluey. Bluey out of context. Doing alright, kid? Oh, yeah, how'd that feel? You okay? Just snapped himself in the face with a rubber band. Tough kid. Oh, I don't remember how to draw horse legs. This one? And then front knee, and then down, and then forward, I think is the right way to do it. Something like that. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, I need some blue. Wow. Okay. Gotta give them the glaive, because that's part of it. Sweet scary spear. Centaur with double reach. Always scary. Goal. All right, kid. I think it's time for a walk and then a nap. What do you think about that? I think we're about done for the day. It is. What time is it? 12:30. Yeah, we did it. We made it pretty well. About an hour and a half. Not too bad. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Had some really good suggestions. I have so many left. So Friday we're gonna have to. Maybe I'll see if I can start really early on Friday. And we can try to get all those other ones done. There's some really cool ones on this list, so I'm excited for them. We'll see how that goes. I'm working on a video right now, so hopefully that'll be out. I want to try to get it out this week. We'll see what happens. I have a commission to finish up. Commission to finish up today. That was a weird sentence. So one thing someone would like to tell me what a golem is. I understand that it's something made of rock, but not all. Yeah, so golems are constructs. If you go back to the original biblical Cabal? Is that what the book is? I can't remember. Now. Original golems were made out of mud and then infused with magic to do something. Usually protect this or stand guard or do that. And so golems are supposed to be a bridge between homunculus and robots, essentially, because they don't actually have a soul. You're infusing them with magic to make them construct-like creatures. So something like a warforged is actually beyond a golem. A golem would be much closer to a clockwork robot made out of magic. Yeah, but you can make them out of anything. You can make a stone golem, flesh golem. Flesh golems are weird, but I think they're fun to design around. What was the other ones? Yeah, stone. I think stone and mud are usually the earth elemental are the baseline ones. But yeah, magically induced constructs is what you're looking for. Okay. Alrighty, I think I am done. Here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll be back on Friday for more sweet doodling. Yeah, like I said, hopefully a video out. I'll post these on Discord. I should be posting some stuff hopefully on my Instagram this week when I finish that commission up. That'll be cool. Check out the Patreon for those tokens, because I'll turn those into tokens as well as just share the artwork with people there. That's all I got. Have a great day, everyone. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch y'all on Friday. Bye, everybody.